And I'm sorry about that minor interruption. Just switching out games, going back to UFC 3. Trying to get a third fighter in a different weight class to greatest of all time. I actually did start to appreciate the 3 new updates that the creators of UFC 3 brought to us. They were actually very good suggestions about the blocking and the punches. So I do appreciate that. It makes it a little bit more free flow. It makes it more realistic, like you're actually in the fight. Actually, truth be told, I would really truthfully like to see some of the old legends like, Rich Ace Franklin and BJ Penn. Some of the real legends, Matt Hughes, Tim the Maniac Sylvia. Add some of those guys into the game. They need, they're the pioneers that got us to where we are right now with the UFC as mainstream as it is. So I personally think that they should be given some recognition within the games. I do appreciate the fact that yes, they did put the boss in there, which is really good because Dana White is actually a very accomplished MMA fighter, contrary to what a lot of people out there might believe. He's a very good fighter, and he knows what he's talking about, and so does Joe Rogan. Truth be told, he's actually a very accomplished fighter, as much as Big John McCarthy. He's a former fighter. So they've all been around the sport pretty much their existences, and they know what they're talking about. When Dana White says, hey, somebody is a legit contender out of the gate, like he did with Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Rose Namajunas, those ladies. Ronda Rousey, pioneered. She's in the game. She's going to go down as a UFC legend. When she does finally decide she wants to retire from the MMA world. So hey, give them all their shot. Give them all the credit they're due. Tank Abbott. Go back to the good old days. Chemo. Bring some of those guys back. Hoist Gracie. He's been in quite a few. Ken Shamrock. Dan Severn. Bring those guys in. But you should really, I personally think, and this is just me, I would actually like to see in career mode where instead of you having to create a fighter or import a fighter, you can actually use one of the existing fighters and just continue to build on where they are using their actual record. You can do it in play now, but maybe somebody wants to work with, say, like Conor McGregor for a career and see how they do. Hey, you never know. Bring back the Ultimate Fighter, as well as the World Fight, the WFA, in here. So I got 2 guys. My old man, my 40-year-old who fought until he was almost 70. He's now retired, and then my boy Rocky Liddell. He's a greatest of all time. So now I'm gonna work on my boy Jay Monster, who's still a young prospect, young and hungry. He's an up-and-coming fighter. He's primarily set up to be a striker, if I remember properly. And I'm actually going to start right out of the gate, actually working on his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling, only because of the fact strikers are actually now. Oh, and I got a fight right out of the gate coming up. I completely forgot about that, Monster. And you're 9-0. You're a welterweight. Oh man, you're a welterweight. You're down actually in George Rush St. Pierre, Matt Hughes, BJ Penn, Matt Serra, Sean Shirk. Yeah, you're in their weight class now.
Coming up next, a UFC welterweight division matchup.
Covington versus Monster.
Our of the tape for this welterweight fight. So more than 10
My boy
years
is only
apart,
19. He's got a 5-inch reach on this dude. I'll give these boys their respect, man. I ain't seen my boy Monster on the screen here in a while. It's been a little bit. I've been working on young Mr. Liddell, who's hopefully going to retire sometime after 60 fights.
This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 9 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of New York, Juggernaut.
All right, my boy the Juggernaut.
Fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, USA, Kobe Chaos Covington.
All right, Chaos.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go. All right, ready to go with round 1. Shades of Vitor Belfort circa 2013 for this young man. He's won his last 3 fights, all of them by vicious knockout. We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight. Oh, doing a damn good job with those leg kicks, Joe. And now you'll start to see his opponent slow down. Well, as this fighter tries to take his career and his popularity to the next level, we've seen him all over social media.
Shiesel. Here it comes, boys and girls.
And now is where things could get really interesting.
He hip escapes. He's out of the full mount. He's working from full mount again.
Here we go with this garbage. Yes, I will. If I do not feel comfortable, yes, I will restart. I know it's a garbage way to do it, but there's a reason why. Because there is actually a flaw in the that I found in the specific game logic coding. They don't actually, I think this game should have like an adaptive AI to figure out, to start learning how a specific player plays the game. No matter what level he's on, it'll always learn, and it will, it will increase the, as you move up in the standings and rankings.
Well, good to have you with us, and right on time, I might add, as we get underway here at the O2 Arena in London, England. All right, here we go with round 1. His knockout streak really has been the stuff of legend, knocking out contenders left and right. He's won his last 3, all of them by flush knockout. Shades of Vitor Belfort back in 2013. We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight.
And he lands the roundhouse. Tags him.
All right, first round is underway, and you know what to look out for here. The powerful overhand punches. Oh, the slam there. That one cannot feel good. And now is where things could get really interesting.
Full mount. Posture's up here.
Oh, going for the armbar now. That might be tight.
He's in full mount here. He's looking for the armbar. First thing he wants to do is he wants to secure the arm, tie it up, then shift his hips forward.
Get off me, fool. This ain't no sex session.
Busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
Excellent sweep.
Yep, I don't like this. This dude's grabbing on me. This is man love session. I don't like getting text messages this late at night. Oh, Schneike. I didn't start it? I could have sworn I did.